सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। योग गणपति मूलमंत्र। ॐ हंसं गं भगवते नित्ययोगयुक्ताय सच्चिदानन्दरूपिणे विनायकाय नमः। दक्षिणामूर्ति गुरुस्तोत्र। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। विवेकानंद। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे स्वामिने तापहारिणे। सामरस्य प्रेयर फॉर हार्मनी।
ॐ संगच्छध्वं संवदध्वं संवो मनांसि जानतां देवा भागै यथा पूर्वे संजानाना उपासते समानो मंत्रः समितिः समानी समानं मनः सह चित्तमेषां समानं मन्त्रमभिमन्त्रयेवः समानेन वो हविषा जुहोमि समानेव आकूतिः समाना हृदयानिवः समानमस्तु वो मनः यथा वस्सु सहासति।
पंचांगम। अद्यतन पंचांगम 24,100 कलियुगाब्दः श्री शुभकृत् नाम संवत्सरः उत्तरायणं शिशिर ऋतुः माघमासः कृष्णपक्षः द्वादशी तिथिः पूर्वाषाढ़ नक्षत्रं सिद्धियोगः कौलवकरणं भार्गववासरः। Today's date 17th February 2023 Friday. तिथेश्च श्रियमाप्नोति वारादायुष्यवर्धनं नक्षत्राधरते पापं योगाद्रोगनिवारणं करणात् कार्यसिद्धिश्च पंचांगफलमुत्तमं। सर्वेषां शुभमस्तु। श्लोका फ्रॉम भगवद गीता। चतुर्विधा भजन्ते मां जनाः सुकृतिनोऽर्जुन आर्तो जिज्ञासुरर्थार्थी ज्ञानी च भरतर्षभ। O best amongst the Bharatas, 4 kinds of pious people engage in my devotion: the distressed, the seekers of knowledge, the seekers of worldly possessions, and those who are situated in knowledge.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Suprabhatam. The Padacheda or Padavibhaga, the word split, Chaturvidhaha bhajante mam janaha sukritinaha Arjuna artaha jijnasuhu artharthi jnani cha bharatarshabha. This is a very popular shloka. The meaning of this is also very obvious. That is, Krishna says that 4 types of people, noble people, sukritinaha, punyatmas, punyakarmanaha, that's how Acharya Shankara puts in the commentary. Punyakarmana, those who have done punya in their previous janma. So 4 types of people, they bhajante mam, they worship me, they come to me. What are those, who are those 4 types of people? Artaha, a person who is in arti, distress, especially physical, psychological problems, ailments, adhi, vyadhi, that's what we call it as arti. The one who is in arti is artaha. And then jijnasuhu, jnatum ichha jijnasa, the one who is endowed with that jnatum ichha, desire to know what? Know about the world, the purpose of life, the purpose of his existence, what is his goal. So he is jijnasu, a seeker, jijnasu. Artharthi, artha here is wealth. Arthobhidheya rai vastu prayojana nivrittishu. This is Amarakosha. Artha means rai, wealth. So in this context, artharthi, the one who earns or seeks wealth, artharthi. And then of course, jnani, the one who has attained enlightenment. So these 4 people think of me. This is what Krishna says. Now, we have to think about these 4. Is Krishna judgmental about his bhaktas? The point here is, we have to recollect the title of this chapter. Does anyone remember the name of this chapter? Jnana Vijnana Yoga. So here Krishna is not judging his bhaktas. Oh, you are seeking money, you are seeking overcoming, seeking some kind of relief from distress, so on and so forth. So Krishna here subtly implies that when to experience God. Vijnana, so we are more focused on Vijnana here, when to get that connect with the divinity. That is, when in distress, so we can connect with the divinity. So that is when we can, when there is a severe suffering, ailment, kind of depression, all those things, that is when we have to connect with the divinity. Krishna is indicating that when he says, Artas seek me. And then, so for example, Draupadi is an example. When she was in severe distress, so she raised her arms and then said, Apadbandhava, Krishna, protect me. And similarly is in Gajendra's example, Gajendra Moksha. If you see in Bhagavata, he was caught by the crocodile. He tried all his might to relieve himself from that. And ultimately, he says, Adimula, oh Bhagavan, protect me. So when in distress, rather than getting depressed and seeking in negative path, let us raise our arms and connect with the divinity. That is when the vijnana or experience of that divinity will come. So that is what Krishna is indicating here. Similar is the case of artharthi. Means when we need money for both, need, necessities and also happiness, again there is nothing wrong to connect with the divinity in that. There are examples. Sugriva in Ramayana did that. He wanted to gain back his kingdom. Why not? He connected with the Bhagavan Rama. He took the partnership of Rama and then he gained back. Similar is the case of Dhruva in Bhagavata. He wanted to be seated in the lap of his father. Why not? He connected with Bhagavan Narayana. So Artharthi. These examples are given by Swami Shivananda in his commentary to Bhagavad Gita. So there is nothing wrong in connecting with the God even when we need wealth. So even at least we can have Bhagavan as our partner. So some people say that, hey, is it a business that you offer something to Bhagavan and you gain back something? Is it a business? Devotion, is it a business? At least as a transaction, let us bring in God in our life. That is the meaning there. But later, the other partner, the divine partner, becomes dominant and he takes over our life. So in that sense, at least, let us connect with divinity. That is what Krishna intends here when in Arti and when we are Artharthis, when we slowly start developing that divine connection, we slowly evolve in life. So that is what Krishna is indicating here. Artaha Artharthi. When this kind of a relationship in our most critical junctures of our life, when we really feel that need in our life, we develop our connection with the God. Later in due course, when we have jnana about the purpose of life, and when people mature and reach the level of jnani, naturally that connect with the divinity will happen. Like Swami Vivekananda initially was a jignasu. He went around asking about the divinity, and then he finally connected, and he is a world teacher, Jagat Guru now. And of course, Acharyas like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Shukadeva, all these, they were jnanis, but Ramakrishna Paramahamsa still maintained his devotion to Kali Mata, Bhavatarini. And Shukadeva, he was a realized soul. He still was doing Bhagavata Pravachana, Bhagavata Saptaha. So their love, their divinity, their connection with the divinity is unconditional. Atma Ramascha Munayaha Nirgranthaha Apyurukrame Kurvanti Ahaitukim Bhaktim Itham Bhuta Guno Harihi. When we slowly start our connection with the Bhagavan at the level of Artha and Artharthi, slowly when we mature into the jignasu state, naturally we will get that connectivity at the divinity, and finally the highest state of love of God, that is ahaituki bhakti, that is unconditional love. All our love, devotion, affection, all that is conditional in our transactional world, when we have to transcend that conditional love, conditional affection, and reach that unconditional state, we have to pass these states. And so Krishna himself recommends that Janaha Sukritinaha, these are all noble people who connect with me for their need and necessities. Hence, this is how we slowly start our journey in the path of Vijnana, experiential connection with the Bhagavan. One final point in this, one final thought. When in need of wealth, when in need of distress, or when we are in distress, should we merely raise our hands and call Bhagavan? No. For that also, Krishna has himself given later in the 18th chapter, he has said that Adhishthanam Tatha Karta Karanancha Prithak Vidham Vividhascha Prithak Cheshtaha Daivam Chaivatra Pancham. So you have to put in all possible human efforts to overcome. It is the divine which is operating from within. So we have to put in all the possible human efforts looking for support here, now. And when one should add the fifth element of divinity also. So this is not against Purushartha. So Purushartha and Daiva, when these two things are there, after Purushartha, we should also connect to the Daiva. Then we will be relieved of all the stress and anxiety in reaching what we desire. This is clarified very clearly in the Yoga Vasishta also. Purushartha first, and also add the Panchama, fifth element of Daiva, then that is a balanced, happy, stress-free, anxiety-free way of reaching fulfillment in the transactional day-to-day materialistic life and also in the spiritual life.
Namaste to all. We have successfully finished our 2 days photo shoot with all our support. For that we thank all the principals, faculty and all the students. Special thanks to all the students because responding to our call by turning out in a huge gathering, that to be on time and under the full moonlight. Okay. So thank you so much. So today we have a guest with us. So I'm very glad to introduce him for all of you, Shri Colonel Sanjeev Kaur. So please come. He is an eminent author and he has already written 8 to 9 books which are very well accepted by the international level. I request him to flag us today, regular. Closing prayer. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukha Bhag Bhavit. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल वंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे। बोलो भारत माता की वंदे।